What's up, guys? I'm usually a pretty laid back dude, but not today. No, today I'm sitting on the edge of my seat because I'm really excited to talk about an idea and a dream of mine, which I had for a very long time. And I'm really excited to share it with all of you. And some of you might ask yourself, who even is that guy? What the hell is he so excited about? And what do I care? And for all of these questions, I hopefully will give an will give an answer shortly. So my name is Ruben. I'm 29 years old and I'm hailing from Switzerland. I'm a software developer, but in COBOL. It's pretty dead language, but I do like it. And my dream since I was a child is to create a phenomenal video game. I know it's high expectations, to call something phenomenal, but I think a short time ago an idea came to me, which actually is pretty cool, and I'm very excited about it. And it's the first time I'm actually making moves towards a goal, or towards this goal specifically, and that is creating the video game Galantes. Now, what is Galantes about? Let me tell you. So it is a fantasy stylized game. It's basically a crossover breed between the Soul series and the Zelda franchise. So it has a lot of these game aspects included, but it should be like a new thing in itself, right? So to achieve that, I also mixed it with the steampunk genre, and I went back to my childhood memories of what I really enjoyed, consuming as media. And what came up is the anime movies from Studio Ghibli, which are so darn well pretty. And I want to throw all of that into a mix and in a new world that I basically came up with overnight. I'll tell you guys, once this idea hit me, I couldn't sleep for a whole night, and I knew that this is the thing that I want to do for the next few years, and I'm really hyped up. I'm committed. I want to do it. So let me maybe explain the short outline of the lore. But I also created a web page. You can find the link down in the description. I'll show it to you guys in a minute, just to explain to you what Galantis is, or what the idea behind the game is, and what you can expect roughly. So it's still on the drawing board, of course, but I did outline, I would say, the most important parts of the game. So yeah, let's just jump onto the website for a second, and I'll show you what it's all about. All right, here we are on the beautiful Timdo site. I know it's kind of cheap, but it's just the beginning, guys. Give me a little bit of credit, okay? So this is the homepage, and there is a short outline, that it's a world. So Galantis is a nation or a land within a world where magic is believed to be extinct, and therefore the scientific fields, specifically engineering and alchemy, have taken over, and they have reformed how society works and how people live together, and their everyday life is influenced by those two. But there was a bit of a setup. It's all in the lore tab right over there, and you can go read it for yourself if you're interested. And you can also, of course, we can have sit downs together and I explain it in detail, because I can't stop talking about this game, believe me. So any questions you have, please let me know. Yeah, so this is basically just a homepage where I explain what's my motivation, what or how I envision the project to go down, and also a little bit about me, but you've heard that already, so it's not that interesting right now. In terms of game mechanics, it's basically, there is a big evil right now. There's chaos, there's madness in this world, and specifically in the land of Galantes. So you are a hero, and you have to save the world, of course, because that's what video games are all about, right? Bringing joy, slaying the evil. And yeah, I outlined the basic game mechanics in this game. So you have your usual Dark Souls movement and fight mechanics, because that is what I want to lean on. So you have your standard attacks, you have a combo attack, you have a wind-up attack, which is kind of new. Then you have blocking, there will probably be breaking stance or something like that thrown into the mix. But yeah, it's not a conclusive list. So there are still possibilities to add stuff. I'll come back to that later. You have throwing and locking mechanisms. Now we come to the real thing, guys. This is what I think makes it special. I'm sure there are other games who have similar mechanics, maybe even the same. I didn't do too much research, but it came to me and I went with it. So to me, it's an original idea. I'm sure a lot of people won't see it that way, but that's okay. This is my thing, right? So we have crafting. So our protagonist, of course, is an engineer. And she is very good at building things, mainly tech things. And since this world has two scientific leading fields, they also have alchemy. And the combination of that tech and chem, of course, makes chemtech. And we have a lot of crazy stuff that you can do with that, right? So there will be crafting tables, which are basically recipes that you have to find for each of these steps in between. And there will be materials that you need to forge or craft all of these single items. But now you might ask, what do these items do? And why should I care searching for all of that stuff, foraging the lands or kill enemies and loot them to find all of that stuff? Well, otherwise you won't make it far, is what I imagine, because in this game you don't have your usual I level up and I put my level up points into, I don't know, extended health, more strength, all of that stuff. It's not in here, because I think, or I believe, that it feels a lot more natural to have the in-game, let's say, strength determined on real events that have taken place in the game, right? So if you want to have a faster swing on your weapon, you want to have a little bit more oomph behind it, well, you have to craft yourself a blaster, put it on the back on your weapon, and when you swing it and activate the blaster at the same time, boom, a lot more oomph behind it. And that comes more natural to me than just saying, I don't know, I have now 50 strength points instead of 45 because I leveled up. I mean, it's totally fine. I don't want to discredit anything. It's just, I like this more. And I hope you also find that it's something interesting to think about. As said, all of the game mechanics that I've thought of as of now are in here. So you can go and have a look and inform yourself about what is all in here. You also have throwable or consumables, as with a lot of video games. But let's come to the fancy part. So after you craft stuff, you want to do something with it, right? And you basically have two options. You can either upgrade, which means you have a lot of slots on the main protagonist item, such as shoulder pads or gauntlets or boots or the weapon. And in these slots, you can put these inventions just to make yourself unlock new abilities or new movements. And that's basically how you progress and get stronger in the game. And the second option, well, these are the upgrade types, I can come back to that another time, is conditioning. And conditioning means you use the power of alchemy to basically force your body to become different. Not in a visual kind of way, but this is basically you drink a potion that makes your health bar bigger, or your health, or it makes you more resistant to, let's say, fire damage, or you get faster, more agile, you have more stamina. All of that stuff comes by mixing the right potions and consuming them for long term. There will be also short term stuff like health potions, let's say. But yeah, so these are the core mechanics that help you to progress you as a character. And I believe that based on the fact that there will be limited resources, that you will have to do a lot of decisions, whether on use stuff for conditioning or for crafting. You can decide to put one of the upgrades into one slot or another. It will have different effects based on the upgrade. So there are a lot of different builds, different options that you can explore. So I think there is also a good replayability in this game, and you can play it many times with different builds, different approaches. You can also go and spend 2 hours foraging, because then you will get more resources. Other players just want to go as fast as possible to the end, speedrunners, and they probably don't want to do that. They don't want to spend a lot of time searching for stuff or looting or finding plants. So yeah, they want to do a different approach, and I want to leave it open to everyone. All right, now that we have the basics of the game explained, let me tell you about my approach to all of that. I'm relatively new to game development, so what I want to do is I want to build a community here, and there are a lot of reasons for that. So one, I want to get continuous feedback. This is also why I do these devlog videos. I want to show you the progress, the state of things, and maybe also introducing new team members. Because yes, right now I'm a solo indie dev with little experience. I did some, let's say, experimental developing. I never finished a full game with Unity, because that's where I'm working on right now. But I did a bit of coding here, a bit of animation there, but there are a lot of things when it comes to creating a full-fledged game. So I'm in dire need of help, and I'm looking for some heroes that want to collaborate here with me. And there are 1,000 ways that you can support this. If you like the idea, then you can join the Discord. There's also a link below. The link is also on the webpage. So I would be very glad if you would join. Then what I would also really appreciate is if we find some collaborators out there. So people who are interested to actually work with me on this project. I don't know. I did write down on the contribution page. I wrote down a few roles that I just thought of on the top of my head that would be very cool if there are people out there who do this as a hobby, or even if it's your profession, that if you want to apply here, just use this form, contact me, let me know your skill set, your motivation to work on this, and I would be more than glad to welcome you to this fantastic journey that we embark on. And yeah, I'll probably do a separate video about the collaboration if you want to be a co-creator here, just to go more into detail, and I don't want to bore everyone else with that. So this is one form of contribution. Then of course it would also be very highly appreciated by me if whenever I upload a devlog, if you could actually comment what you liked about it. So I will probably showcase what we've done, and if you have some suggestions on how things could be done or could be done differently, please let us know, because we need your feedback, or right now I need your feedback very much, because in the end I want Galantes to be a phenomenal experience, not just for me but for everyone who's expecting it and who wants to play it, and I'm really excited about it. And now if we talk about the plan, the overall plan of the project. So the timeline is kind of tough to define, especially if you're new to something. But my plan is to create a demo version, a free demo version, which I want to upload onto Steam to get a little bit more attention, to get a little bit more awareness and support and more people interested in it, growing the community. I think it's all about that, because I want to go with a community-driven approach, right? I want you people to tell me or to tell us what you like, what you would like to see, and we wanna take that into consideration and implement it in the game. So that is the goal in 2 to 3 years, having the demo. If I'm alone until then, it probably will be an asset flip, because I have 0 modeling experience, but I will try my best to not make it feel like an asset flip. Also, I will not put it on with a price tag. It's gonna come free, so I'm not making money off of that. But yeah, I will have to buy assets. So this is the last form of how you can contribute, is by if you have the money, and only if you have the money, you can also donate. It's also highly appreciated, and I will mention you in the devlogs with your preferable name. If it's just a username, that's fine as well. And yeah, but that is the overall plan. And then after the demo, I hope that it only takes, I don't know, 3 or 4 years more to actually come out with a full-fledged game. I will try, or I hope that it will feel like an open world game, but based on what I've read and seen, it's pretty tough, and it makes it much more large at scale. So I would try to go for that feeling, but I can't promise anything on that it will be an actual open world game. But I will try my best. That is for sure. So that's basically it. And I will try to give a devlog update about every 2 weeks. I try to be on schedule. I'm Swiss, so I try to be punctual at every part in my life. Yeah, but let's have a quick look at our current Discord, because that's also something that I want to do in the future. I want to see how many people are in. Yeah, that's just me. So if you want to be part of the community, if you want to help grow it, I ask you, join here and let us embark on this journey together. I'm really hyped up, and I can't wait for progress to be made, to be seen, and I'm really excited about it, guys. Every feedback is welcomed at any given time, be it in the YouTube comments, be it through the form on the webpage, or on Discord. I would love to see you guys on Discord. We can also make calls there. I'm open, and I really wish that there will be a Galantes community in the future, and I have high hopes. I'm in high spirits. So I just lastly want to thank everyone. I want to thank everyone for tuning in, spending your precious time here. It's highly appreciated. And I wish you all a fantastic day, and that you do at least one thing today that you enjoy. Thanks. Ruben out.